effects of shots, you don't feel them in slow motion, right? And slowing down the hard camera, right? It's not the same as because the pixeling isn't the same as cameras that whether it's HBO, Showtime, whoever. It's not the same as those cameras that give you the slow motion shots that are landed. It's not the same, okay? You know how many people I've seen like they're I was just showing a video, okay? Literally, I saw Gennady Golovkin land a jab while the guy's saying Gennady Golovkin's landing nothing. Canelo lands a jab, and then the guy goes, "Oh, well, what a jab by Canelo." Now, is it possible for somebody to miss that? Yeah, but you can't be saying he's landing nothing while a guy's landing a jab. Okay, he's landing nothing, and I see Gennady Golovkin. You have to be able to distinct, because not every shot. There's no such thing, guys, as every shot is either missed or landed clean. That doesn't exist. Okay, are there shots that land clean? Yes. Are there shots that completely missed? And
D Styles Boxing is going to try and present a case. In fact, D Styles Boxing is adamant that GGG won the fight, and he's coming from an unbiased opinion. Alright? D Styles Boxing. And you know what's so interesting about D Styles Boxing? I mean, me and we don't agree on everything, so it's okay. But the interesting thing about D Styles Boxing is he's going to try and ticky-tack his way out of something. What I'm trying to say is, he's going to say that, oh, he saw when Gennady Golovkin landed a touch jab on Canelo's head. Alright? And he's going to call that a jab. He's going to talk about the fact that Gennady Golovkin, his back was facing the camera when Canelo ripped a left uppercut to his body. And because somebody said, oh my God, Canelo ripped. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why D Styles, his arguments are fickle. Fickle in this case. We see Canelo rip uppercuts to Gennady Golovkin's body. And Gennady Golovkin never blocks them. He never fucking blocks them. Of course, I'm using an absolute statement, which D Styles will again ticky-tack argue with me. But the point is, yes, obviously he blocks sometimes, partially blocks it. Sometimes Canelo rips the uppercut and it hits part of Gennady Golovkin's elbows. But most of the time, Canelo has free shots on Gennady Golovkin. Does Golovkin block some of the punches? Yes, of course. But more than likely he doesn't. And D-Style knows this. He knows this. But he's going to ticky-tack. Everything he's going to say here is ticky-tack in his arguments. And he cannot show me. This is my point. D-Styles Boxing. Here's my point to you. Answer these questions and then we can go merrily on our way. Gennady Golovkin is the bigger, stronger guy. He's been at middleweight his entire fucking career. Canelo is not a full-fledged bona fide middleweight. Just like Andre Ward was not a full-fledged bona fide light heavyweight when he faced Sergey Kovalev. No matter what you say, he wasn't. How do we know this? He wasn't fighting at light heavyweight. Kovalev was supposed to be the stronger guy, the more powerful puncher, a guy who had good fundamentals in boxing with the jab. He wasn't an inside fighter, but he had good fundamentals in boxing. Nobody was coming on the inside. Bernard Hopkins tried to go to the inside. He got knocked down. Gennady Golovkin is supposed to be this great jabber. He was jabbing back. He was knocking back the head of Danny Jacobs at certain points in time. It wasn't as easy, but he was knocking back his head. Knocking it back. Dropped Danny Jacobs. All his opponents he faced, including Kell Brook, he had to stop them or beat them up real bad. But against Canelo, this guy who has superior power, higher knockout ratios, he's stronger, he's taller, he's longer. This guy, and Canelo, according to UD style, was tired in the later rounds. A recipe for destruction. Gennady's supposed to have this exceptional jab. Where the fuck was that jab when you had to deal with Canelo? Where the fuck was that jab? Don't tell me about no ticky-tack jabs. Gennady Golovkin's supposed to be a power jabber like Cotto. Where the fuck was that jab? See, this is what pisses me off. The hypocrisy of these people. He was supposed to be an expert of cutting off the ring, D Styles. Where the fuck was that skill? Where the fuck it was? Canelo was going to the center of the ring. Gennady might pop him with the jab. He stayed in the center of the ring and did whatever the fuck he wanted to do. And you know this, D Styles. So don't come around here ticky-tacking and pussyfooting around to try and give Gennady Golovkin the edge, knowing fucking full well, as a boxing fan, you know better. He didn't do shit in this fight. He did shit to Danny Jacobs. He dropped him. Even though Danny Jacobs, most of his puffy eye was because they were clashing heads, he came out with puffy eyes at the end of that fight. I didn't say Danny Jacobs didn't rock him once in the later rounds. He did rock him. But so did Golovkin. Golovkin rocked Jacobs also in the fight. Alright? I'm not saying that Danny Jacobs, got rocked seriously. He was buzzed a little bit. And then he came back. Same round. He got knocked down. He was walking to Golovkin again, as usual. Golovkin realized he couldn't do nothing to this kid. I get it. But how come he didn't drop Canelo? In fact, where the fuck was his right hand? All night, throwing that right hand. Over and over. He's supposed to be this great adapter. He's a smart fighter. Supposed to be smarter than Canelo, right? How the fuck he keeps on missing that right hand all night long? All his hooks, all his great hooks to the head and stuff, hitting nothing but air or else being rolled. He didn't touch Canelo once. Canelo's touching him up all the time to the body and the head. If you think about the most explosive shots, they're all Canelo's. But he's smaller than Golovkin, obviously. Whether you think he came in over 190 pounds or not, he's not a guy who's a career middleweight fighting at middleweight. Sergey Kovalev was a career light heavyweight. But y'all make excuses. Andre Ward didn't beat Sergey Kovalev. I didn't say you said that, D Styles. A lot of people were saying it. He was the number one. He was the number one light heavyweight in the world. Andre Ward came in. He got dropped. He got dropped. Shook it off. Put the dog in him and went to Kovalev's body religiously. Canelo didn't even have to be a dog. He was just going to the body anyway. Gennady Golovkin is the number one middleweight in the world. Canelo's, there ain't one champion in that ring. Canelo's the lineal champion. Y'all said he's a coward. He dropped his belts. Well, the coward was planting so many fucking hooks to the body and right hooks to the spleen and fucking overhand rights on Gennady Golovkin's head. The coward was beating the shit out of him. He's tough. And he mentally is tough. He sucks it up. He'll take a step, bounce up and down, and then he'll come at you again. He sucked it up. But he was getting beat the stuffing out of him. And you can call it hyperbole or not. I know what I'm talking about because I know what the fuck I'm talking about when I talk boxing. And then y'all want to talk about Adelaide Bird. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. You're not talking to a neophyte. You're talking to somebody who knows boxing. Pussyfooting all around trying to get ticky-tack excuses. Canelo beat that boy. He schooled him. Going down the wrong line. Following Canelo around the ring. Following him around the ring. He's tired. Canelo's tired. 2 hands down. His hands are down. And Gennady Golovkin couldn't touch him. And you know what I mean by touch him. Because you made a video talking about touching him. You know what touch means. So you of all people should know what the fuck I'm talking about. I told you I'm going to go in on you motherfuckers. You think I'm going to play? Y'all going to try and play political games here? Fuck you. Get it right. Get it right. I'm ready to wage war with anybody. This is not about being a Canelo fan. That was Floyd Mayweather in that ring against GGG. Some people were saying how Floyd Mayweather would get knocked out. Max Kellerman and all these people. And Canelo comes with the exact same motherfucking style that Floyd Mayweather uses. But y'all give Floyd Mayweather 8 rounds to 4 and 10 rounds to 2 and 9 rounds to 3 against his opponents. But you can't give Canelo, who outclassed and outboxed this dude. Yeah, he got a little tired later on, but GGG didn't do shit to him. He didn't do shit. So shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear shit. The guy with the superior height, size, power, strength didn't do shit. That's facts. Now go ahead and try and answer that. He had all the advantages you could ever have in a boxing match. He was supposed to be the dude to corner the little guy, beat the shit out of him, and eventually take him out. Not one single motherfucking body shot. Yes, I sound like I'm using hyperbole, but go watch the punch stats. How many body shots did GGG land? How many body shots did GGG land? GGG breaks down his fighters. He must land body shots to get them out of there. How many motherfucking body shots did GGG land? I'm going to go in on you motherfuckers. I'm going to go in on you motherfuckers. Don't give me shit. This was easy a 9-3 fight. 9-3. Don't get me started here, because I can wage war with you motherfuckers easy, because I know boxing. Easy. And I showed the fight. You want to tell me about a fucking touch jab? What we call a probing jab? Where Golovkin is touching with a probing jab? He caught him with 1 or 2 good jabs. But Canelo's the one landing the more authoritative jabs that snap Golovkin's head back. And does he come back in after he gets his head snapped back? No, he pulls back. Resets and then comes in. Let's not even talk about Canelo's disruptive jabs. The spare jab off the angle. You want to talk jabs? Motherfucker, you want to talk jabs? Who was dictating this fight? Canelo. Otherwise, this fight would not have ended the way it ended. Canelo was as calm as a cucumber. If you panic, you waste energy. If you panic, you make mistakes. If you panic, you would get tagged up. Fucker was composed. Let's talk boxing. Don't come with shit to me, man. Don't be right doing a video on shit. Come with boxing. Otherwise, motherfuckers like me will tear your ass up. We'll tear you up. You should know better, D Styles Boxing. Motherfucker didn't do shit in this fight. How could Canelo come back in the 12th round and tag that motherfucker's ass up? Motherfucker didn't do nothing. Just eat punches. If the motherfucker was bringing the pressure you so say, why did Canelo beat him up in the center of the ring? Beat his ass up. Tag him up everywhere. You're not making no fucking sense. If GGG is this pressure fighter that cuts off the ring and then beats up his opponents, as you claim, then he should have got Canelo out of there. If it was his fight. Now, I'm not saying he's not systematic in how he works. I saw GGG hesitant to throw hooks. He was just tapping Canelo with a hook. You know why? Because motherfucker thought he was going to get lit up with a counterpunch. And Canelo's on the ropes. And Canelo stays on the ropes to conserve energy. I don't need to go to this motherfucker to tag up his ass. I'm going to let him come to me. He's a counterpuncher. Now, you may not like, and the judges may not like that he was on the ropes, but he was at home on the ropes, tagging this motherfucker up. Canelo said, at least I got 4 rounds on this motherfucker. He knows. He was fighting the fight. But see, unless you knock that motherfucker out, or TKO him, stop his ass, y'all motherfuckers gonna say that. Y'all motherfuckers gonna say that. There's no fucking way GGG won that fight. No fucking way. No motherfucking way. I'm not trying to be biased. I saw the fight after the fact. I didn't go and watch the fight when it was going on. I went and watched the fight after the fact. After the motherfucking fact. D Styles Boxing. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Away with your bullshit talk. So you telling me that GGG won from rounds 4 to round 9? Get the fuck out of here. I give you he possibly won round 9. Depends on what you're saying. And don't tell me no shit about Canelo fought in spurts. You cannot fight in spurts in a fight. You can't. You could have offense in spurts in a fight. But when you're in a fight, you have to fight all 3 minutes of the round. And fighting involves fucking defense. Defense! Don't let me get started on you motherfuckers. I would go in hard on you motherfuckers. I'd expose your fucking ass and your bias. Don't let me get started, because I know boxing. I know what I saw. Motherfucking Canelo has his hands down. Hands down. GGG be swinging that fucking air. You serious, man? Don't let me get started on you motherfuckers, man. I'll tear you fuckers apart. Tear you fuckers apart. Easy. You motherfuckers, I don't know what you watching. What do you think this is? Tag? You're it. I'm not saying you don't score with punches. I'm not saying that. But you know in your heart of hearts, D-Style, that GGG was not landing his jab. Not like in past fights. He was missing with that jab all the time. And then he would pull with the jab. He'd be probing with the jab to find Canelo. Because Canelo, how can you praise Canelo's defense in this fight and yet say GGG, he was landing his jab? How the fuck you do that? Dude couldn't even touch Canelo with the jab. He tried to go to the body. But Canelo, upper body movement. He gets out the way. Like some people were saying he was pulling the Matrix on him. He looked like Floyd in there. You're not going to Canelo's body just like that. And the thing about it is, the difference between Canelo versus Lara, like I keep on explaining to these newbies, and Canelo versus GGG, Lara was trying to go to the head all the time. He wasn't trying to wear down Canelo's body. What was Canelo going to in the Erislandy-Lara fight? His fucking body. Such that Lara took a jog. He literally ran from Canelo twice in that fight. Slipped. Apparently he slipped in the 8th round. Get the fuck out of here. What body shots did GGG do to Canelo? What body shots? How consistent was his body attack? Even punch stats support me on this shit. He's going for the head all the time. Couldn't even get to the head. He couldn't get to the body, couldn't get to the head. Because Canelo, GGG at the end of the fucking fight said, I'm Mexican style, Max. But he keep on moving. He keep on running. That's the excuse that Canelo made with Lara. So how you can go hard on Canelo, but you're going to go easy on GGG? How you can go hard on Canelo? And y'all felt Lara won that fight. So all of a sudden you change your position? So who's being consistent here? Huh, motherfucker? Who's being consistent? Don't even start with me, man. I'll destroy you. Easy. Not on this fight. Not on this fight. I know what I saw. So any kind of fucking bias, it seems as though it's your fucking ass that's biased. You bitch. You are biased. I don't have a problem saying that. How you could take a guy, all he's doing is pressuring a fighter, and all he's doing is following his ass around the ring. How can you say he won the fight? Where's his ring gentlemanship? All his power and all the skill you say he has, how come he can't touch the guy? Get the fuck out of here. Don't start me, D-Styles. Because there is no end. There is no end. I made a mockery of Dante's Boxing Nation. Oh, his jab pushed back Canelo. His jab pushed back Canelo. Now you telling me a ticky-tack jab gonna push back Canelo? Get the fuck out of here. What happened to his power jabs, D-Style? What the fuck happened to his power jabs? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Don't even start with me. Because, man, I will shred your ass. I will shred it. Get the fuck out of here.